So my friend Mackenzie actually showed me a picture of this. What the hell are you called? Phone hold, like the phone necklace holder or something. And it's meant for like POVs, and stuff like that. But look at the price on this fucking thing. Like that is completely outrageous. First of all, who the hell is spending 60? And that's who. Okay, great. That's how many people spend money on this. Obviously, this is probably a clerical error. But if you did pay this much for this, you're the reason why God abandoned us. Anyways, so I wanted to actually think like, okay, maybe it is a clerical error, maybe it's just some weird choice or something like that. And then I got to thinking, what if I made that? What if I made something like that? What if I made something better and cheaper than this? Now, of course, you can probably just go, or me or you could probably just go to any like kind of website, like Amazon, eBay, and get something much cheaper. But I want to make it myself because, fuck it, why not? And here are the materials I'm going to be using. So the first thing I figured that we would need is some gauge wire. This is 14 gauge steel galvanized wiring. Then we're going to need some paracord. We're also going to need some lighters. We're also going to need a pair of needle nose pliers. We're also going to need some mustard as well. We're going to need a pencil as well. Or we're going to need an already made bracelet that I made a little while ago today. We're also going to need my wallet. And then we're also going to... What else? What else am I going to need? Oh yeah, a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay, maybe we're not going to need everything. Okay, this is a lot better. This is what I'm going to need. Some paracord that I got from Runnings, 14 gauge steel or galvanized steel wiring that I also got from Runnings, a pair of needle nose pliers I also got from Runnings, some lighters that I did not get from Runnings, and then a ruler that I did get from Runnings. This is pretty much all you're really gonna need. Now, I already kind of made like bracelets like this, or like this one, and then like this one. This is actually the first bracelet that I made out of 14 gauge wire. I mostly do stuff like this with like either like 16 or 18 gauge wire. Actually, I think 18 gauge wire is like the most that I do, really. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, I think this is going to be actually a pretty fun project because I'm going to be working with a lot thicker wire, and it's going to be a lot longer than this. And this one is already, and this one right here is 10 feet long as well. Well, so yeah, anyways. Yeah, let's get right into it. Now, first I had to figure out the diameter of the whole necklace, like how they usually are and everything. And I figured out that there are 670 millimeters, which is 26.3 inches, which is then 2.1 feet. Now, just because I'm a big guy, and I kind of want to work with or have a little bit extra material for like error as well. We're actually gonna be going, instead of going 2 feet, we're gonna be going 3 feet instead. So yeah. Okay, so we made this entire thing. This is all 3 feet right here. But because I especially want this thing to be extra thick, we're gonna have to measure out 6 feet of this so that it can be like just two long strings that are connected by like one bend. And I want to make sure it's connected so I can make sure it's especially fucking strong. Got it? All right, so this is 6 feet of wire right here. It's almost as tall as me, but I'm 6'2", but so I have it by 2 inches, right? All right, so now it's time to bend this thing so that it forms two wires. So now this is 3 feet folded onto itself, right? Right, with like this little hook on here. Here comes the hard part. I gotta figure out how much paracord I have to put onto here in order to cover this whole fucker up, right? Right, now for these guys right here, each of these have have 10 feet of paracord put onto them, right? Right. So I'm gonna have to figure out how much paracord I would have to put onto here. So real quick, I'm gonna do some math. Okay, so if I did my math right, and if I did this right, this or this all right, will that focus? Yeah, there we go. Oh, this 10-inch long piece or bracelet right here has 10 feet of paracord in it. So if I, or so, with about 3 feet of this, I'm gonna need at least 36 feet of paracord, which should be enough in here because I didn't take too much out of this. I mean, these two are 10 feet minus 100. Or no, 20 feet minus 100, which is 80. So I should have plenty for this whole thing right here. Okay, so now I got this whole thing measured out. This whole big long strand of wire, along with the paracord as well. Each side should be 30. I'm not gonna do that math right now. But anyways, so the simple thing, and I even have them strapped to it as well. I haven't clamped this down yet, but I will here soon. But the simple knot that I'm really going to be using is a simple square knot to tie this all down. And I don't want to show that. And yeah, so hopefully it goes out well. Of course, it was hard, grueling work. My fingers were almost burnt from the amount of paracord I had to stretch out. My fingers were getting tired. Plus, I was so tired of stabbing myself with the metal wire. But then I remembered, I'm not going to let Mackenzie spend $6,000 on a goddamn device. Sure, there was so many easier things I could have done for her. But this was the cheapest and most convenient. Okay, so this would be the... Hang on. This is the POV, I guess. So yeah, I think it looks pretty snazzy. It's not the most secure thing, but I think that could just be solved with simple duct tape. But yeah. Hang on. Also, before I go and do anything else, it does make a pretty cool bracelet. It's not as neat as you'd want it to be, but honestly, I still think it's pretty cool. I really like it.